freshwater carrying pipelines in chemical industries are colored with dash, 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 dash. Color: A. C. green, B. brown, C. yellow, D. red. The correct answer is C. green. Which of the following material is seldom used for pressure vessel construction? A. rimmed steel, B. mild steel, C. kiln steel, D. semi-kiln steel. The correct answer is rimmed steel. The ratio of shear stress to shear strain is called A. bulk modulus, B. shear modulus, C. modulus of rigidity, D. modulus of elasticity. The correct answer is shear modulus. 25% cut segmental baffle means that the baffle A. height is 75% of the ID of the shell, B. height is 25% of the ID of the shell, C. spacing is 75% of its height, D. width is 25% of its height. The correct answer is height is 75% of the ID of the shell. Liquid petroleum fuel storage tanks are built underground as in case of petrol pumps, when the storage capacity is less than dash, 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 dash kiloliters. A. 20, B. 30, C. 45, D. 85. The correct answer is 45. For fully open globe, value may be around A. 10, B. 25, C. 75, D. 300. The correct answer is 300. Look support is A. the most suitable for thick vertical vessel, B. same as bracket support, C. provided usually for vessels of much smaller height than skirt supported vessels, D. all A, B and C. The correct answer is all A, B and C. Pick out the wrong statement pertaining to the use of valve tray, seive tray and bubble cap trays in continuous distillation column. A. bubble cap trays, though most expensive, are the best in situations where low vapor rates is to be handled and a positive liquid seal is essential at all flow rates. B. Murphy efficiency of all the three trays are nearly equal, however the peak efficiency is generally higher for seive and valve trays than the bubble cap. C. maintenance cost for valve and seive trays are comparatively more than bubble cap tray due to their relatively complicated construction features. D. valve trays have the highest turn-down ratio, i.e. the ratio of the highest to the lowest vapor flow rates, and thus provides the maximum flexible operating range. The correct answer is maintenance cost for valve and seive trays are comparatively more than bubble cap tray due to their relatively complicated construction features. With increase in the number of shell passes, the value of Ft A. increases, B. decreases, C. remains same, D. remains same only if the number of tube passes does not change. The correct answer is increases. Holes of a sieve tray are arranged in triangular pitch of dash, 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 dash times the hole diameter. A. 1.5 to 2, B. 2.5 to 5, C. 5 to 10, D. 10 to 15. The correct answer is 2.5 to 5. In case of a shell and tube heat exchanger, the minimum shell thickness for carbon steel inclusive of corrosion allowance depends on shell diameter and is in the range of dash, 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 dash mm. A. 3 to 5, B. 5 to 11, C. 8 to 15, D. 12 to 18. The correct answer is 5 to 11. The stress developed in a material without any permanent set is called the A. ultimate stress, B. yield stress, C. elastic limit, D. Breaking stress. The correct answer is elastic limit. In a shell and tube heat exchanger, the tube pitch is defined as the AOD of the tube for square pitch. B. Shortest distance between two adjective ascent tube holes. C. Shortest center-to-center distance between adjacent tubes. D. None of these. The correct answer is shortest center-to-center distance between adjacent tubes. Which of the following is not a valid assumption in continuous binary distillation for calculating the number of equilibrium stages by Mc-Cabe-Thieles method? A. Sensible heat changes for vapour and liquid are negligibly small. B. Reflux is not a saturated liquid. C. Molar latent heat of the two components are equal. D. Heat of mixing of normal liquid is assumed to be zero. The correct answer is reflux is not a saturated liquid. The value of fouling factor depends upon the A. Characteristic of process fluid. B. Velocity of process fluid containing suspended solids. C. Suspended solids in the fluid. D. All A, B, and C. The correct answer is all A, B, and C. In case of bubble cap distillation column of diameter greater than 1.2 meters, the cap diameter is roughly about dash, 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 cms, A10, B20, C30, D35. The correct answer is 10. Tube side pressure drop in a 1 to 2 heat exchanger for turbulent flow of fluids through the tubes is about dash, 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 dash times that in a 1 to 1 heat exchanger having the same size and number of tubes and operated at the same liquid flow rate. A2, B1/2, C4, D8. The correct answer is 8. To keep the power input constant for a stirred vessel operating under fully developed turbulent flow conditions, constant power number, if the impeller diameter is increased by 20%, the impeller speed should be decreased by a factor of A. 1.232, B. 1.235, C. 1.22, D. 1.253. The correct answer is 1.253. In a heat exchanger, shell side fluid velocity can be changed by changing the tube A. layout, B. pitch, C. both A and B, D. neither A nor B. The correct answer is both A and B. Where does the maximum tensile strength occur in a thick cylindrical vessel subjected to internal pressure? A. At the inner surface, B. at the mid-thickness of the cylindrical wall, C. at the outer surface, D. none of these. The correct answer is at the inner surface. It is not desirable to design a heat exchanger for LMTD correction factor, FT, of less than A. 0.99, B. 0.95, C. 0.80, D. 0.55. The correct answer is 0.80. A riveted joint does not fail by dash, 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 dash of rivets. A. Tearing, B. shearing, C. tearing of the plate across a row, D. none of these. The correct answer is none of these. Triangular pitch tube layout as compared to square pitch in a shell and tube heat exchanger. A. permits the use of less tubes in a given shell diameter. B. facilitates comparatively easier external cleaning because of large clearance. C. permits the use of more tubes in a given shell diameter. D. both B and C. The correct answer is permits the use of more tubes in a given shell diameter. Bracket supports are the most suitable for supporting dash, 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 dash. Vessels. A. Thick-walled vertical. B. Horizontal. C. Thin spherical e.g. Horton sphere. D. None of these. The correct answer is thick-walled vertical. In a multipass shell and tube heat exchanger, the shell side cross-flow area does not depend upon A. Baffle spacing, B. Clearance, C. Pitch, D. None of these. The correct answer is none of these. Two iron pipes of the same nominal diameter but different schedule numbers will have the same A. Inside diameter, B. Outside diameter, C. Wall thickness, D. None of these. The correct answer is inside diameter. Steam side heat transfer coefficient for design consideration under ordinary condition can be assumed to be about dash, 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 dash. Cul HR.M2 degree C. A. 1250. B. 2500. C. 7500. D. 15,000. The correct answer is 7,500. Pick out the wrong statement. A. For all the cylindrical process vessels operating above atmospheric pressure, formed heads are used for closing the vessel. B. Fouling factor of river water is less than that of sea water. C. Risers provided in bubble cap trays in the distillation column facilitate the flow of both liquid and vapor. D. Both B and C. The correct answer is both B and C. Lessing ring is formed by the addition of a partition across the center of a raschig ring, which results in an area increase of about dash, 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 dash %. A. 5. B. 20. C. 35. D. 55. The correct answer is 20. In chemical process equipments, the conical bottom heads used usually has an apex angle of A. 20 degrees, B. 40 degrees, C. 60 degrees, D. 80 degrees. The correct answer is 60 degrees. Smaller sized packings are generally dumped to the packed columns, and the large ones of size greater than dash, 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 dash are stacked individually, which provides better control over bed porosity and offers lower gas pressure drop. A. 25, B. 50, C. 75, D. 150. The correct answer is 75. Shell side heat transfer coefficient in case of square pitch as compared to the triangular pitch under similar condition of fluid flow and tube size is A. More, B. Same, C. Less, D. Twice. The correct answer is less. Correct use of factor of safety is very important in equipment design. It is defined as the ratio of the A. Ultimate stress to breaking stress, B. Ultimate stress to working stress, C. Working stress to ultimate stress, D. None of these. The correct answer is ultimate stress to working stress. The operating velocity in the absorption tower is usually 40 to 50% of the flooding velocity. Packed absorption towers are normally designed for a pressure drop of about dash, 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 dash of water column per meter height of packing. A. 1 to 5, B. 20 to 40, C. 100 to 150, D. 1000 to 1500. The correct answer is 20 to 40. Dash, 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 dash. Tray arrangement is recommended for distillation column having diameter up to 4 feet. A. Radial flow, B. Cross flow, C. Split flow, D. Cascade. The correct answer is cross flow. What is the value of Q for saturated liquid feed to a distillation column? A 0. B 1. C 1. D 1. The correct answer is 1. In perforated plate towers, the A hole sizes may be around 1st August, or 316. B total hole area may be around 6 to 15% of tower cross-sectional area. C pressure drop is less compared is similar bubble cap towers. D all A, B and C. The correct answer is all A, B and C. The main purpose of providing stepping on the trace is to A. Increase the residence time. B. Decrease the pressure drop. C. Facilitate handling of large flow rate of liquid. D. Improve the flow condition. The correct answer is facilitate handling of large flow rate of liquid. The operating pressure drop range in a bag filter is about dash, 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 dash. Water gauge. A 50 to 150. B 5 to 10. C 500 to 1500. D 1500 to 2500. The correct answer is 50 to 150. The ends of a cylindrical vessel can be closed by a head, which can be one of the 4 shapes. For the same thickness, choose the one which can withstand the highest pressure. A. Flat plate. B. Hemispherical. C. Toruspherical. D. Ellipsoidal. The correct answer is ellipsoidal. For laminar flow Henry 2100 in steel pipe, the optimum inside pipe diameter is given by A. Di opt is equal to 3Q 0.36, 0.18. B. Di opt is equal to 3.9Q 0.45, 0.23. C. Di opt is equal to 7.6Q 0.36, 0.9. D. Di opt is equal to 3Q 0.36, 1.86, 0.08. The correct answer is Di opt is equal to 3Q 0.36, 0.18. Pick out the correct statement. A. When highly corrosive fluids are to be handled, the plate towers prove to be cheaper and easier to construct than packed tower. B. Packed towers are generally preferred over plate towers if the liquids have a foaming tendency. C. The pressure drop through the packed towers is generally more than the pressure drop through plate towers designed for same duty. D. None of these. The correct answer is packed towers are generally preferred over plate towers if the liquids have a foaming tendency. Wall thickness of Schedule 40 pipe as compared to that of Schedule 80 pipe is A. More. B. Less. C. Same. D. Sither or B. Depends upon the ID of the pipe. The correct answer is less. Pick out the wrong statement pertaining to the design of a basket-type evaporator. A. It is used for high-viscosity liquor having large rate of scaling. B. The tube bundle is suspended on bracket. C. There is no central downtake. D. Downtake is formed by the annular space between the bundle and the shell. The correct answer is it is used for high-viscosity liquor having large rate of scaling. Pick out the wrong statement pertaining to the design of the bubble cap tray of a distillation column to give stable operation and even vapor distribution. The pressure drop due to the caps and slots and the static submergence should be as high as practicable for reasonable operation. B. Tendency towards stable operation is increased by increasing the skirt clearance of the caps, lowering the rate of liquid flow per unit plate width, or increasing the spacing between the caps. C. The dimensionless ratio of liquid gradient to pressure drop head caused by the bubble cap assembly should be less than 0.4. D. None of these. The correct answer is none of these. Speed of the drum of the rotary vacuum filter normally ranges from dash, 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 RPM, A 0.1 to 2, B 5 to 7, C 3 to 8, D 8 to 15. The correct answer is 0.1 to 2. A stuffing box is used for A. Absorbing the contraction-expansion of pipeline due to temperature changes. B. Prevention of fluid leakage around moving parts. C. Facilitating smooth opening and closing of a valve. D. Reducing the resistance of fluid flow. The correct answer is prevention of fluid leakage around moving parts. Pressure drop P and the superficial gas mass velocity G in case of packed absorption tower operating in the preloading range are related as A. P is equal to G. B. P is equal to G 0.5. C. P is equal to G2. D. The correct answer is P is equal to G2. Pick out the wrong statement. In an agitated vertical cylindrical reaction vessel, the A ratio of liquid depth to tank diameter, i.e. the filling ratio recommended for most purposes, is 1. B. Filling ratio for dispersing gas in a liquid is 2 for sufficiently long contact period. C. Flat bottom and conical bottom vessels have low agitation efficiency for agitation of heavy solids in liquids. D. Dished bottom vessel has very high power consumption. The correct answer is dished bottom vessel has very high power consumption.